Well, today we're taking a break from working on our vehicles, and we're here in Panamint Valley right now, which is not familiar with that. We're right next to Death Valley in California, and my daughter has a civil engineering project she has to do. She needs to find an old building, so we're going to go up to Briggs Camp, and those are old buildings, and she's going to do her little study for her engineering project there. And we've got to find our way up these canyons, and you ever been out here? Wow, right there, that's Pleasant Canyon, and then we're going to hop over this hill and around, and then there's another canyon that goes way in the stinking up there, and it doesn't go up the top, but there's a canyon that cuts in. And these are all old mining camps and stuff out here. We're right now in the little town of Ballarat. They actually have an active trading post here. It's open, souvenirs and things, and then they have all kinds of stuff to see if you like this old mining stuff. It's all over the place, but that's what we're doing today. So join us, and hope you enjoy the video. You know, these mountains, by the way, we're probably around 2,500 foot elevation, and these trails go up over 7,000 feet. We're not going to go that far today, but that just tells you how rugged it is out here. Oh, and the other thing is, this is where everything goes to die, because it's Death Valley, including 5G. There is no cell service here at all. You need Starlink or some sort of satellite service if you're ever going to want to communicate out here. So come join us. Well, if you think the desert's dry, we had some major storms out here, and that is not a mirage. That is actually a huge lake. It's probably not all that deep, but it goes a couple of miles from these huge flash flood rainstorms we had out here in Southern California. I've never seen any water in this, but it's the first for me. Pretty cool.
You can see a burrow. Maybe I'll put an arrow pointing at it in the video. Just hanging on to the mountainside right there. And we'll see a bunch of them more. They do come out here and they capture them, and they put them in a sanctuary and then auction them off. Just because, you know, this is Death Valley. It's not a great place to live, even if you're a donkey. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see a few more, maybe some moms and babies.
Well, we're still climbing, you can see there. And then that little trail that goes up the mountain, that's an option. Otherwise, you can see right over here. You can see the switchbacks go up to the top there. We're gonna do switchbacks, but we're about 2/3 of the way to Briggs Camp on the South Park Trail here in Panamint Valley, and so pretty soon we'll be at the camp and in the canyon. Look at that, the reinforced right there for the road. It doesn't wash out, and you'll see a lot of that up here. See, the mountain's getting shorter from the perspective. The switchbacks are getting tighter, believe me, and steeper. And if you look back, yeah, we've been climbing a lot, and should be getting to the mouth of the canyon here pretty soon. Well, if you look right there, it looks like the road ends, but no, that is the entrance to this canyon right here, and there's actually a road that goes through right about there. I'm looking on the camera, so it comes up here. You can see it. We kind of come down and around, and we go around that corner, and then surprise, it keeps going. So here we go. All right, well, we finally got out all the tight spots, and you can see, you know, a little gap of air right up there where the mountain kind of gives up because we're getting close to the top. I don't know if you can see it, but right up there, there's some buildings right there. That is Briggs Camp. All right, well, we are here. Check this out. Built on top of a freaking rock. Into a rock. And interesting, all the way out here, we have running water. Constantly. I mean, it's like all season long. And whoever maintains this place, they said they put this bathtub in here for all the critters, including the donkeys and the birds. They got chucker out here. I've seen probably 4 or 5 dozen run through here last time I was here.
Look, I'm actually wearing shoes that like got dyed today.
But yeah, you can see this thing is built into a side of a cliff. It's been here for a long time. All right, here we are. Here's the roof. We're climbing up this thing. I mean, it's how small the truck looks down there. Boy, this thing is it's got a lot of sketchiness, but it's been here for a long time. Oh, you may have noticed that we have a new companion with us. Her name is Emma, and there she is. She's just a puppy, a little Australian Shepherd, and she is full of energy, but she really enjoys coming out with us. So that's Emma, and of course our old favorite Asa, always on the trips with us and on the trail. There they are. Huh?
Call them.
Come on, Asa, this way. Come on. Atta girl. All right, then through the bush. On, girl. Here's the underside of the deck, and they have a nice little walk system right there to go up. Dogs know. They ain't dumb. Anyway, why are you working so hard? Best of all, look, they got one of these. How bad can it be? Smell it. Woo, to keep it. Got a sink, got a lid. We got it all in here, man. Nice. And really, there is no smell. So it's in here, you know, relieving myself. Look at this little picture on the wall. I got another one and some deodorizer. It's kind of cool. I realized my dad had that same picture in his office, but you know, a lot bigger, for years. And look, running freaking water in here. Just cold. Can you imagine? Toilet out here and you got running water. That's awesome. And why would you have a fire in here? Oh look, there's a water tank right there. And they got a water system. It all comes out of these natural springs. So there's actually 2 buildings here. That is not the second building. The concrete foundations they drug all the way up here. All that cement material. I'm curious if this might just be water catchment. Feeds that well, and then they use that well for, you know, everything runs downhill. Interesting. We got materials in the shed here, probably for repairs for the people that take care of this place. That's nice. Keeps it out of a lot of weather. Whew. There are more water tanks up there. So spring must be coming somewhere out of here, I guess. Yeah, workshop. It's a garage. It's like a garage door right here. So that's what this is. That looks like a pit for changing your oil right there. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a garage. And they got some supplies in here and whatever for maintaining the place. It's the weather and the wind, everything starts hitting it. But yeah, I hadn't walked up here last time. It's cool. All right, now we're gonna go in the cabin here. Somebody was nice enough to build these walkway steps thing. Oh.
You could go up that ladder if I wanted to.
You could go up that ladder. But I would avoid it.
I locked the inner
Property of the United States. Now we know who owns this. Got a flagpole. Nice walkway around the cabin here. Now I know what this looks like.
Oh, it's like concrete.
These are notches
Oh, for guns.
for your shotgun or whatever. That's cool. And if you need to go to the bathroom, you don't want to hike all the way down there, you can just go right here. It isn't like there's anybody watching.
Doesn't this look like concrete?
No, it's the same stone.
No.
Oh, that, yeah. That's like mortar. Hold it. This was coming apart probably, that's why. BLM, to whom may concern. Notice of schedule of volunteer work to be done in Briggs Camp, commencing Sunday, October 26th, 25th, 25, ending Saturday. Responsible for general upkeep, safety of site, its building, and its resources under the terms of this memorandum, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and there's a second cabin that we're going to go visit.
You're standing on top of the rock right there.
Oh, yeah. So the floor is the rock.
Until it's not.
Until it's not. Wow. This is it. And you can actually stay the night in here. There's, you know, it's first come, first serve. Now, would you want to do that? I don't know. It's clean. Now, I would say bring your own sleeping bag or whatever, but they got 2 bunk beds in here. They got a wood-burning stove. They got a telephone to talk to your friends over in it's an intercom over the other cabin. They have a refrigerator where, you know, it looks dirty and all, but it's actually pretty cool. And if you put all your stuff in there, I think these are all propane, maybe. But yeah, you can use this place. And now we ran out of rock floor, and now it's wood floor. Here's the kitchen area, and then there's that door that goes out. We got lights, a fan. Yeah, and there is some electricity here. Here's the panel. You can turn it on and you get your power and everything. It's pretty cool. The intercom. And of course an indoor shower and sink. And you saw the urinal outside. If you need to do the other business, well, you know, interesting little pass-through cubby here between the kitchen, dining area, and the sleeping area. That's cool. But yeah, now see, we're gonna go from wood floor to the rock that we were built the thing on. I would say it's got a solid foundation. No, it's not going anywhere. There's the view. See, a little maintenance. They came in here and make sure these rocks don't fall out. Cool. All right. All right. Well, there's cabin number 2, Briggs Camp. Also into the mountain, but it's not on a big boulder. And it's got all the facilities, including a shooting range. Yes. Asa's always first in, but this is the Briggs Mine Cabin. Adopt a cabin. Once again, number 2. Much different build. We got a cement foundation on this sucker. And then they did some rock walls and everything for the exterior walkway. This has a latch. Asa. Neat little courtyard here. Like I say, you can come up here and it's first come first serve, and you can stay here. But it better be cleaner when you leave than you got here. Because this, if you look at this, is pristine. I mean, there's no junk, no nothing. Asa, June, too far. Thank you. Come on. Get away. Come on. Little walk path, some mining carts up there, seating areas, just to, you know, socialize. But told you they had their own shooting range. This is for shooting shotguns, of course. And there's the clay target thrower, and then there's some targets out there you can shoot. Rifles up. There's a lot of rock though. I hate the ricochet. But if you look up, right up in there, see the rock stack? That's where the road actually goes up, comes up, and then it zigzags over, and you see a point where there's some rocks sticking out. Well, that's where they have another stack of rocks holding the road together. It's a really tight squeeze over there. And then there's another one way over there, and you can see cement actually. So there's one, there's a name for it. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, it's a really tight squeeze, and you're best to have somebody stand in front of you and giving you line, because if you go to if you crawl the wall up, it'll actually lay you over and roll you right off that cliff, and that wouldn't be desirable. But we're not going there. We were at our destination, and full-size truck is.
You need tools?
Can do it, but don't want to bang it up. Really cool people leave stuff behind. The whole toolbox full of tools. Even got propane. All kinds of stuff. Look, there's briquettes back there for your camp. I don't know what's in these buckets. There's nails. Okay, this is for people, you know, that might come up here and do maintenance. You know, but I did check, and we are at 4,000 foot elevation. Look, you even have a bubble level. So working at elevation is tough. So I'm going to be curious. If we go down, I'm going to get elevation when we get off the mountain and see what the difference is. One interesting thing, if you look at that, see it's all wet right there. They have a watering system, and this is looks like a grapevine over this, and there's signs around that says don't mess with the water system, just let it be. It's like fine-tuned, gravity fed, and, you know, some in the winter of course you can have more water so you can get more flow, but yeah, there's little pots of water here, and they're actually watering some of this stuff. Even the trees over there, everything. Really cool. All right, we're going in. Come on, doggies. Keep it clean. Latch door when you're done. Much more traditional. Wood floors. See, they come in and they patch those because they all busted out. This has a fridge. This has a range, so it looks like that's why they had propane out there. I suggest you bring your own. This looks like, oh yeah. So if you bring your own, you can see how the valves, they have it all plumbed for gas.
Elevation 41.
Yeah. And they got little camp bunks. Oh, this is all bunks. All this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 actual beds out here. You know, and people have been sleeping on these mattresses from all over the world. Come up here. So interesting. Food donation pantry. I thought of everything here. It's neat too because you get the natural light. They put the skylights in here so you can see and walk around. It's pretty cool. Once again, bring some wood if it's cold in the winter and light this puppy off, and it'll be plenty warm in here all night long. Oh my gosh. You can have a little library. They got some folding chairs. All kinds of stuff in here. A little art. But, yeah. Panamint Valley, Briggs Camp. Really cool spot. And you guys not from the west, see that? That's a rattlesnake skin right there. And see the hook your propane up here, and then they have gas stoves like this, and you can light them off and have this place lit all night long. And plus, they put out heat to keep the cabin warm. So there's the view from Briggs Cabin. Wow, this is sweet.
Breeze feels nice.
Yeah, the upper cabin, we're at 4,100 foot elevation. This is pretty sweet, and the breeze feels great. It's in the low 80s today.
Emma.
And so we are going to get load up the truck and start bouncing down this hill. So there should be some spectacular views going down, especially on the driver's side now, because I'll be on the outside. And we'll see what I can shoot on the way down. Well, we are back in Ballarat. Beautiful out here. That was a great trip. We did check the elevation. Here's a little over 1,000 foot. So up to Briggs Cabin, it was a 3,000 foot elevation climb up there. It took about an hour to climb that much. So anyways, we had a really good time. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. A little windy, so I'm trying to get to a spot where I'm not messing with the microphones. But anyways, we got up there. My daughter got her school assignment, pictures and stuff she needed for her civil engineering degree, and came back, stopped for a little bit of lunch in the truck because this sun's pretty warm out here right now. But anyways, I had a great time. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you come back and, you know, try to do a lot more of this stuff, as well as the builds and stuff like that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, it really helps my channel, and I hope to see you later.